So we are a few games into the WNBA season, and there are 3 rookies that have been absolute standout players. Obviously, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese have been exceptional. Except I saw USA Today say that Caitlin Clark has not been a top 3 rookie in the WNBA. Like, I just don't get it. She's played the best. That's just ridiculous. Has Caitlin Clark been anything spectacular? No, she's had some really, really good moments. She's had some bad moments. A lot of games she's had both good and bad moments. But, like, it's 4 games in the freaking league. She lost all 4 of them. Cool. What did Wemby win? Like, 20-something games this year? Like, the Spurs were worse with Wemby and without Wemby. Does that mean Wemby's bad? No. But that's just the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Either way, though, there is one rookie that I do think the way she's playing right now might be the best defensive player in the WNBA. And it's Cameron Brink. So Cameron Brink is maybe the best shot blocker in the league already. She's averaging 3.5 blocks per game with 5 blocks against the Aces. And then she came out yesterday, not only like with 4 blocks, but they're up by 2 points. They go at her. Block. She blocks a shot. They get an offensive rebound. They go up and she blocks a shot again. Second block to end the game. And so Cameron Brink is a game-changing defender at the WNBA level. As well as that, she had 3 steals. She's averaging a bunch of steals a game. And she's as far as like anchors are concerned. The way she is in the WNBA is like almost like the Anthony Davis of the NBA. Offensively, maybe not there quite yet, but she shoots well. I'm not going to say shoots the lights out, but she shoots well from 3. Her offensive game, she's been somewhat efficient. Other than the 1-7 game against the Aces, she hasn't been trying to do too much on the offensive end, and that'll come. But the impact she's having on the defensive end is crazy. And you want to know what the good part is? She's been staying out of foul trouble a bit. That is the biggest problem with Brink. She has not been able to stay on the floor. Even in college, like she fouled out in the tournament. She is incredibly foul prone. The last couple of games, she's been in for more and more minutes. Like she played 30 minutes last night in a win. And her ability to stay on the floor is really, really changing everything. Because, what was she? I think they won by 2. I think she was like plus 11 on the floor or something. So she's that much of a game-changing defender that when the offense comes in, because it's not like she's a bad offensive player, she can shoot the 3 ball a little bit. She can finish well at the basket. She's not going to be an out-and-out like powerhouse inside, kill people with her post moves, physically outstrength people. She's just 6'4" with an unbelievably long wingspan and a knack for blocking shots and getting her getting in passing lanes. And all-around game is just really good. So, like, of all 3 rookies so far, do I think she's going to win Rookie of the Year? No. I think she's going to be the best player of all these rookies? Maybe. Honestly, maybe. Like, when it comes to, like, Rickea Jackson is going to be a good player. We're yet to see what Nika Mule is going to be like. We've yet to see what Cardoso is going to be like. So, you can't obviously judge too much from too early. But from what I've seen, Caitlin Clark is as good as advertised. Like, when Caitlin Clark the team starts to figure it out around Caitlin Clark, and even if they do get a high pick, if suddenly Paige Beckers comes into that team next year, like, that team is going to be ridiculous. Like, she's averaging very similar. I know turnovers are quite high, but she's averaging the same amount of points as rookie Taurasi. She's averaging more than double the amount of points of Kelsey Plum as a rookie. So as far as guards are concerned, she's had one of the best starts to a WNBA career of a guard ever. So Caitlin Clark, as good as advertised, more than likely be the best player in this draft class. And then when it comes to Angel Reese, like, you know what you're getting from Angel Reese. You know what you're getting. Like, not the most polished offensive player in the world. I know she played on the wing in high school. She's struggling to shoot from 3 feet away from the basket. I think the further away she goes from the basket, she becomes incredibly less effective. I get it, she played guard in high school, but her best asset at the WNBA level is her offensive rebounding, which she does at a better rate than anyone in the league. So I think pulling her away from the basket is incredibly dumb. That is just my opinion. I could be proven wrong. Like, I wasn't sure how Angel Reese could translate. That is just my opinion based on watching her play for the last couple of years and watching how she's done in her first few games. And you know what? I hope I'm wrong. For the growth of the sport of basketball, if Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark both average 40 points a game, that's the best thing. So that is just my honest opinion on the game. If I'm wrong, I hope I am. I honestly do. But I do think that Angel Reese's best asset, it's putting her in the best position, is getting her around the basket. Getting her in position to rebound because she's an exceptional defender. And I think what you're going to get from Angel Reese in her peak is you're going to get probably 12 rebounds a game, 4 or 5 offensive boards, and points in the teens. Like, she's averaging 11 right now. I think she's going to become a better offensive player. Like, I think the percentages are going to go up. She's not going to shoot like 30% from around the basket for her career. It's probably going to be around some years in around 17, 18, other years 14, 15. I think that's probably going to be in around what she is. She's going to be like a 15 and 12 type player, which is a all-star, which is a legitimate all-star. But Cameron Brink is just, she's almost like a unicorn. And I know we've seen players with that height with more skills. We've seen, obviously, Breanna Stewart. I think Candace Parker was in and around the same height. Elena Deladon was a 6'5" guard. Brittany Griner was also like, it was just much bigger. But Cameron Brink's just ability to block shots is probably as good, if not better, than that of a Brittany Griner. Despite the fact she's not quite as tall, she's got more game than Griner. As far as like, well, she's got more range than Brittany Griner had, especially when Brittany Griner came into the WNBA. So Cameron Brink, if it all comes together, honestly could be the best of them all. I think it's what my likely scenario is that Clark's going to be the best. Like, I think you know what Reese is going to give you, and it's going to be like an 8 out of 10. Clark's going to be one of those players where it's like she'll give you a 10 out of 10 performance or a 4 out of 10 performance. Angel Reese will give you a 7 out of 10 99% of the time, and then sometimes will give you an 8, 9, 10 out of 10. Very rare she's going to have a bad game, really bad games how she plays. I just think Cameron Brink's defense is as good as it is right now in the WNBA, including A'ja Wilson. And is as good. She is a game-changing defender, and her offense will come. It's not like she's shown that she can't play offense. She just hasn't had much of an offensive responsibility. And when that comes, she's able to spread the floor at the 5 position, which is going to be interesting because it does allow different types of offense to be ran for a team. And yeah, these rookies, again, they are incredible. Like, every day I'm making another video being like, okay, yeah, they're doing their job. They're doing their job. And like, would all of them have been Rookie of the Year last year? Maybe. Honestly, maybe. Like, again, Aliyah Boston, when obviously the offseason where she decided not to go overseas and was doing a lot of broadcast work, she's not in as good shape as she was at the start of last season. But she was much better. She was much better at times in her last game against the Suns, and I can see I can see herself playing her way into the season. I do think Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston are linking up a little bit better in pick and rolls. I do think they're going to be way better than they were last year at the Fever. But I think this rookie class is exceptional. It's absolutely exceptional. Is it the best ever? Only time will tell. But the fact is that they're the most hyped class, and they are holding up their end of the bargain, especially the most popular players. And now if Cardoso comes back and can play, all the hype players are really holding up their end of the bargain.